Okay. I'm recording. I'm a Vaporeon. I kind of forgot about that. Yay. So I was thinking that where it could be good to go today is Lapis Cave. Grab like Zubat. Just in general, we need to get to Ivysaur. Discord seems to think I shouldn't have a notification about this stream. No, don't tell me I fixed the blue sky and Discord decided to shit the bed. No, okay, it did ping, it did ping. I guess it was just something on your end. Wait, do I not have a Metapod or a butter? Wait. I don't have a Caterpie? Huh? Okay, yeah, I think Echo Cave, that's where Zubat lives. Lapis Cave. I think Lapis Cave is a good shout. Hello, Mr. Yards. I'm Yardsing it. 20 sent me a really weird message earlier. Hold on, let me read it out. I didn't understand what it meant. Yards Tua. Spit on that twin. Hello, pretty streamer lady. Hello, Mr. Yards. Self-explanatory. If you say so. I plead the 20th. Oh, Nincada! Yo, I didn't even think about Nincada. Thinkada. Oops. Alright, chat, what are we calling Zubat? Now, Zubat is a fascinating Pokemon in this game. Whobat, Shubat? Right, okay, it's more fascinating than that. I'm not too sure how to get it up in a meaningful way. Shubat, Robin? Shubat? Yeah, alright. The 20th Amendment is a procedural thing about when the president takes office. But you plead it. You plead it anyway. I was so fixated on Shubat, and then in the last second you come in with Zoot. I love Zoot. You know, Orpheus, it is lovely to have you back. I'm glad that you don't hate us.
My ultrasonic radar makes me fearless.
Twin pleads that senators will take office on January 3rd. Do I have 3 Zubats to recruit? No, we do not. And that is because we only need 1. Okay. So we can get Zubat in here, we can get Illumise. And get Nincada. First couple of floors are literally just Zubat and Nincada, so we can try for a Nincada. Just went a little slow and there's no hatred in my heart for my beloved Lottie. Aww. Twin sometimes says he hates me and he calls me slurs. Thoughts? No, you can't come. Oh yeah, Zubat. I said I was going to say something about it. Zubat's offensive stats are absolutely disgusting. I know this might not look that high, but it is. Illumise? Is it not Illumise? No. Illumise? No, it's Illumise. I'm sorry to drop that one on you. Greetings. Greetings, Hades Rain. Stop. I don't need a second Zubat. I'd rather be wrong than speak with a French accent. Are you trying to tell me you called the capital of France Paris rather than Paris? Think it out. Okay, I'm assuming this is the best place to get. I need a nickname for Ninkita, by the way. I'm assuming this is the only place to get Ninkita. It's actually not, but they're always level 14. Ba 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 ba. Patty? Yeah, sure, I'll take Patty.
My antennas serve as eyes.
Okay, and I want one more Ninkita. Don't even think about it. Oh yeah, I can compare Zoot right now. So Peri... Actually, okay, Zoot's offensive stats don't look that crazy, but trust me, they are. Zubat's really strong, okay? You're gonna have to believe me. I know it sounds like a crazy thing to say. So chat, how was everyone's day? What do we all do today? Alright, fine. Think it up. You know, a pun I say on the our portmanteau I say in the moment does not a good nickname make. I played Minecraft. Today or just in general? Oh yeah, increase the count. Let's get it up. Get it up for me in chat. Bum ba dum bum bum ba dum. I had a fun appointment today. I had a disability assessment. But I had to go along and they had to ask really invasive questions to figure out if I'm, you know, actually ill or if I'm just having it on. I didn't like it. faking it for attention? Are you accusing me? Typical woman. Well, actually, that leads into my story. So, the letter came addressed to a Mr. Charlotte Guinea, which I assume is just they had a typo, like a clerical error somewhere. But as a result, when I arrived there, they were like, I was like, I don't know, that's what it arrived as. And in the assessment room, she was looking at my file, and this woman dead-ass looked me in the eyes and said, "It says Mr. here. Is that your pronouns?" I didn't even remotely know how to fuck. I mean, yeah, Miss Terror. Well, no, it's not. It's not anyone's pronouns. Shameless joke there. Yeah, I told 20 this story earlier, and he's stolen the joke I said at the end of it. So he's now funnier than me. Bitch, that's a title. No, Gooey. Mr. is not my pronouns. But it was awkward because then she was like, "Oh, so what are your pronouns?" And I was just sitting there like, if I say she, her, is she gonna think I'm some sort of, like, sassy Gen Z? Well, they can't both give a Mime Junior fig. Alright, we'll chuck this one. Are you sassy? Well, I didn't know what to say. I didn't know if I said she, her, if she would think I was, like, being stupid or trying to be smart or whatever. But also, I didn't want to say miss, because that's not pronouns! What'd you say to her? I said, I think, oh, you know, miss, she, her. And she had the audacity to reply to that with, oh, she, her. Which implies she knew what a pronoun was the whole fucking time. Whatever. She got into my head. The girl one. Oh, you know, just the normal ones. Same ones you use. Next time you take your shoe off and kill her with it. See, now that will get them to conclude that I am indeed unwell. Okay, Nidorino and Nidorino could be good, right? The Nidoran F is level 4, Nidoran M is probably not any better. Level 12, it's a bit better. But yes, it's probably worth grabbing some Rhinos and Rinas. Anyway, it was so awkward to go from that into her being like, "Oh, okay, so how many times have you attempted suicide?" Oh, these are gonna suck to recruit. I should say she didn't just, that wasn't the next question. But it was an invasive line of questioning. I didn't feel like she needed to know all the things that she asked, though. I won't lie. Have you ever attempted suicide? Sure. How many times? Sure. How did you do it? Everything she asked, she then typed up on a little computer, so I assumed that that was like just one of the set questions. It's like, is there a reason you need to know that? Will that affect my claim? I'm sorry, that wasn't a very interesting method. We will not be paying you. Birthday given level of probing. I hope I gave her the answer she was after. I hope she was like, wow, that's really cool. And then it moved into a whole like, oh, were you taken to the hospital? Were you given additional support? It's like, I was given fuck all, lady. I understand the likelihood of survival in case you were lying for some. Jumped out of a plane without a parachute. I was okay. Do not get her a firearm. Yeah, I guess if you said, I shot myself in the head, they would be like, hmm. Okay, you can recruit these, yeah, I'm not crazy here. I asked Dee Dee to pick a random Pokemon and describe it to me in only 2 words, and then I would guess it. And I remember this well, because for some strange reason, what she came out with was sturdy female. That was her descriptor for, Nidorina. I still don't know what to take from that. Sturdy female. Oh, Gooey! It's nice to have you at stream again. You weren't there the other day because you're a bad lizard. Something stirring. Okay, let's get out of here.
The only Pokemon I can think of that is restricted by gender.
What about Ogrepon? Dumbass. How hard are you to push over? Given the amount of information I gave out today, not very. Damn, I recruited. Piss all. Well, they're still here, and so is Illumise. Blissey and Chan. Yep, Chansey and Blissey are female only. Hitmonchan, Hitmonlee are male only. Illumise! What are we calling her? Illumise is female only? Bark, 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 bark. I'm not calling it that, Gooey. Illumise is really how you thought you pronounced it? My guess for sturdy female. Oh, Blissey and Chansey. That's fair, that's fair. Honestly, knowing Dee Dee, I wouldn't have been surprised if it was like Machamp and she was just drooling. Illuminati Thunderbomb. You've got the wrong one, Gooey. Volbeat has the Thunderbomb. Illumise is just a fucking tradwife, right? She just waits at home for Volbeat to come back from his hard day of shining his ass. Tradwife. Welcome to the team, Tradwife.
I skate across the night sky with my Volbeat friends.
Tradwife. Oh, so you don't do any of that anymore. Okay, turning that off. Bororo? Twenty told me he wants me to be a tradwife. And I won't be allowed to wear shoes because I won't be allowed to go outside without him. And I'm gonna have to do all the cooking and all the child rearing. Honestly, it doesn't sound like a bad life. But he says that's a hard line and any partner he has to meet that criteria. Sure, that's why he doesn't want you to wear shoes. Well, he does like licking jam out from in between my toes. So, I guess it's possible he has an ulterior motive here. I also have to earn all the money. Oh, I'm so lucky. He's such a wonderful guy. Sometimes he takes me to restaurants and he makes me pay. All I want is a need to run, but one of the evolved ones, please. He's not even hugging you. He doesn't like hugging me when we're together either. He says it's a sign of weakness for a man to hug a woman. And that in order to be a true alpha, I have to grovel at his feet. But I don't do that, and then he starts crying about how he is a true alpha and I need to obey him. It's very cute. Hey, Nidorina! What are we calling her? Didi, I can just tell you the last quote, you weirdo. $190 is the most recent quote. She has a cooldown! It's not cute. I'm manly and tough. Yeah, you are. Sturdy girl works for me.
I'll bite with my pointed fangs.
Goomogged.
Ugh!
Have you ever been gumogged at work? I miss 20. I haven't seen him since last month. He used to say cute things to me, like,
I'm yarding it.
do you know what it is to be alone, chat? Yes. Hey, we got Sturdy Boy as well. I feel like this chat may know what it is to be alone. What are you trying to say about me as a streamer?
One jab of my pussy's face will do it.
I think I had a moonstone somewhere in storage. I don't think I've used it. Increase the count by 3. Dee 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 dee. Now look, I fix my chat slowly over time because 20 used to know what it was like to be alone, but now he has a hot and amazing girlfriend. It makes you think. I do indeed have a moonstone. Are we evolving sturdy girl or sturdy boy? Hi, Lottie. Hi, Leah! Hello everyone, it's me, I'm Leah, I fly planes. I really like planes. I'm translating in Southampton right now and there's a girl who genuinely looks like you. See, now, does she look like me because she has, like, slightly purple hair? And dresses like a loser? Or does she actually look like me? Be honest with me right now, Leah. Babe. She saw the purple hair and went, "Oh, Lottie!" General face struggle? No, you're right. My face is a struggle to look at. Just a bit rude to say, you know? I can't believe Leah saw someone with purple hair and went, "Holy shit! Do you have purple hair?" I have purple hair now. It doesn't really show up that way. But it's purple, I swear. People people who've seen me IRL, back me up on this. Thank you, Leo. Oh, this place is like packed. Get out, bump with my trunk! Your post worked. My post did work. Is there someone else with purple hair? Yeah, in the world? That doesn't shock me. Press 1 in chat if you dye your hair. I want to see if I'm alone in this cruel and unloving world. No, right, when I say press 1 if do this, it's not a case of press 0 or 2 or like you can just not participate. It's allowed. One. Robin, you dye your hair? Wait! What color? Are you not a little blonde Danish boy? What? I feel like I don't know you at all. So, Robin, if you dye your hair red, then why do I keep making you red? Well, the Robins have red hair. That makes so much sense. Why am I so dumb? Can you join the trans meetup with trans femme Genny Lottie? Have you shown her this stream and been like, I think you look like this streamer? And she'll look at you and she'll be like, why would you say that? And she'll burst into tears. Someone dyed my hair, it was green because I didn't realize I could buy cosplay wigs. Oh, I hate when that...
Don't you underestimate me because I'm female?
Alright, well, you know, back home. You remind me of this other entirely unrelated person I know. Are you perhaps relatives? Bloody America, what? Don't underestimate me just because I'm female? Yeah, that's my catchphrase. I always be saying that. Next time Marco and I play Terraria, or whatever we play, I'm just gonna say that on a loop. We're like, okay, what are we doing next? And I'll be like, don't underestimate me just because I'm female. Oh, we can fuck that poor boy right up. Love how I couldn't decide between man and boy and I ended up basically just calling him a moid. Oh! Chat! Update! My stepdad earlier on was like, oh, you have to see this thing your niece put up on TikTok. And you know, I was obviously there like, do I? But you know, this is my sister's daughter, right? And y'all know how my sister be. And I was expecting this to be like the worst thing I'd ever seen, just some sort of bizarre cringe thing. But no, she literally just had a post about how it was like... Free Palestine. Trans rights are human rights. Gay love is real love. It was like this massive fucking progressive post, and it's like, damn. For Palestine. On the sadly not particularly unrelated, her dad's a Tory, not Tory, but doesn't like them gays. And as a result, they don't like me seeing my nieces because they don't approve of my life choices. So a Tory? No, because I don't think he's in the fiscal side of the Tories. Like, he doesn't even have an excuse to back up on, right? Like, he's just a dick. What does he vote for? He lives in Scotland, probably the SNP. My mother continues to exclusively vote for the SNP for literally everything. Because she's like, oh, you gotta get independence. And it's like, yeah. Have you seen any of their other policies lately? At all? We're not even remotely a progressive party. Mother is stupid. I always thought that, to be fair, when it came to the SMP stuff. Like, she was obsessed, you know? She was treating it like a sports team before it was cool. Reminds me of another story about my sister. My nieces went out with my parents and my sister. And my older niece was asking, like, oh, you know, like, did you have boyfriends before? And my mom was like, oh yes, I've had quite a few. She was like, wow, and did my mom? And my mom was like, oh yes. And then my sister shot her this fucking death glare, apparently. Because she likes to pretend she's had this magical one-off love at first sight romance. And I don't know why. I don't know what could possibly be gained from that, to be quite honest with you. Stockholm Syndrome. It's a shame too, because she had this lovely boyfriend called Nigel when I was about 10. And I remember him well. We all liked Nigel. No, it was not Nigel Farage. He was an army boy. And he basically wanted her to go off and be a military wife, but she didn't want to do that at that age. Well, people suck. It could just be genuine love. But I don't understand the purpose of pretending there was no one else. I think I've told this story before, but my niece will occasionally show pictures of the boys in her class to my mum and be like, do you think he's attractive? And my poor mom was just there like, no, that is a child. Scary if she said yeah. She pretending. I meant more like it doesn't have to be liking them for survival. I don't know. Look, it's not like I would have any knowledge of what a bad relationship is like, so... I couldn't possibly speak on the matter. Sometimes 20 calls me his little flimpo, and I call him my little vibra slap. I don't believe you. Look, I called him my little oil rig the other day. I do what I damn well please, okay? And he reacted to me calling him my little oil rig with a heart, I think. Might have been a kiss. Ooh, second Nidorino. What are we calling this one? Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Because he makes a mess in the environment. It was caused by BP. No, it was, Let me check. No, it was more vulgar than that. Nidoking. No, you see, Nidoking is what we're going to evolve it into, Gooey, so I can't just call it Nidoking. Midori. I don't get that one. Midori is the name of my awesome and amazing daughter from Fire Emblem Fates. Explain your nickname, Dianthia. Literally just means green. Right. Aditi, I have a question for you. This one's just for Didi. Everyone else can be continuing to submit name ideas, okay? Okay. Now, Didi, what number... Wow, I made that horrid. Right. What number is in there, Didi? No, that is incorrect. Mods kill one woman. I'm opening up the random woman list. Britney Spears! That's a big roll! That's a big roll. Mods, kill Britney Spears. Hi again, I made it from Ultras. Congratulations. How goes it? Bruiser. Can't beat it yet. You started over with Charmander, right? Wait, I needed this too! Thank you for the hydrate. then again to Torchic. Just couldn't live without Torchic. Blaze King is Brave Bird. It does, but that doesn't exist in Gen 3. Right. Next recruitment is... Oh, there's Tangela in here, apparently. Is this the best place slash only place for Tangela? Pretty much, pretty much. So yeah, we'll go until we get a Tangela, then we'll hop on out. Is that what you look like cracking your back in solidarity, Robin? Check the potential recruiter list, go into others, click recruitment search, boom. Oh well, no, it is in 2 menus. Tangela! Tangela! I don't have one, right? No. No. Bum, 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 bum. That might be the most extreme BRB I've ever seen in my life. BRB, okay, I'm back. Like, you weren't kidding. You really were RB. You really did BRB. Okay, one of these is a Bagon. Nah, I don't need a Bagon. I mean, I do, but I'll get one elsewhere. No. I need a Tangela. Does even hunger? Ah, you'll be fine. Just have a cherry berry. Ah, the pitch berry. Tangela. Bum, bum. Just in the living room. I'm in my room, just like 20 feet away. I wasn't doubting the veracity of your claim. When I disappeared, Lottie just assumes I died. Right, you disappeared for like a month, Orpheus. I mean, don't get me wrong, you haven't beaten Glum's record, because I don't think we've seen Glum since January. But let's not pretend you were gone for like 2 seconds. This way a Cup's Lurk command that his moderator uses sometimes just try and see what he gets. So when you return, you get a starter Pokemon that has a 1 in 5/12 chance to be shiny. He just lurks, uses the shiny roll command, and unlurks, and it reminds me of how a dolphin jumps out of the water and dives. You live a different life than me. Okay, I wanna be bitter here for a second. So, Tangela, right? 7.5% recruit rate. We can increase that because we have all of the recruitment stuff, right? Granted, I don't remember all the recruitment stuff right now. Okay, here we go. So we can increase that by 10% because of the Frembo. That bumps it up to 17.4%. And then we can increase that by 24% because we're level 93. It's like 41% is the point, right? It's basically a coin flip. Ba 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 bum bum bum. Don't go around the loop. Okay. Right, now that I've looked that up. Belly's empty. Right, Tangela. Cease this nonsense. I think it's hit. A lot of Pokemon suffer when they take damage. Right. Tangela. Dude, don't. Actually, what even? Fine, sure, yeah, I'll take a big on. Fine, whatever, sure. Yep, fine, fine. Bagel on toast. Can't even spell bagel. 5 letters. Can't even spell bagel.
My head might be rock hard, but I'm not stubborn.
Chat, remember the time I was mean to Gooey? That was a good day. Okay, increase the count by 2. Oh, we're almost halfway. I can be your bagel or your devil.
Xylophone.
Any of that nonsense? I'll take the apples. You never know when you'll need 7 million huge apples. I'm pretty sure the answer is literally never, but you never know when you'll need 7 million huge apples. I can't believe I failed Tangela like over 10 times. That's crazy to me. I didn't have any issues with Fury Attack Fido in this playthrough. I'm aware it can be a killer, but I don't know why it didn't... I don't know if they just didn't use it on me or what. Right, Tangela. Floor 9. God, I can't wait to evolve Ninkada. I know how it works on a mechanical side of things, but I want to see what it looks like in this game. They probably do nothing special with it at all. Should have called it Twinkada. On blue. Yes. I don't understand the relevance of the question under the circumstances. I'll say moves like Leer actually have a huge scaling factor in Mystery Dungeon. Lowering enemy defense is absolutely disgusting with how strong it is. Moves like Leah. Now, Gooey, you know that's not what I said. Some seed. Yeah, seeds are also very powerful. You're mean to me, so bleh.
Oh, I am Sunny, I am bleh.
Watch this nonsense, by the way. First Tangle is going to join me. They've had their fun now, so now this one's just going to be like, oh, hi, yeah, I'll join you. Yep, 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 yep. Frank? Frank the Tangela? Frankala? I beat him. Yay! Careful, you don't want to get tangled up in my vines. Would I always be the boss on your stream? Because I'm built different. Why self-compliment? My self-compliment today is that I'm built different. Pokemon fact about Dragapult. This is technically a fact about Torterra, but whatever, I find it fascinating. A max speed Torterra, after using Shell Smash, is able to outspeed Dragapult, a max speed Dragapult in competitive, by 1 point. There's just something hilarious to me about that. It's just that 1 point makes all the difference there. Here's an interesting fact about Dragapult. It's actually it's based on an extinct creature, and we have found most of the parts of said creature, but we have actually never found its tail, and that is why Dragapult's tail is spectral. We've never found a complete tail of the skeleton of said creature. So in Sword and Shield, its tail actually fades away into the ether, and then in Scarlet and Violet, they kind of cheaped out and just made the tail fade to white instead of being visible. But it's still neat.
Meow.
Yo, level 94. 2 HP? But it's not my birthday. Yes. Floor 14 is where we're going. Still annoyed by Scarlet Violet Dragapult's tail. It bugs me, because Scarlet Violet have really nice textures for the Pokemon. It's one of the things I don't think anyone would really disagree with. Unless they didn't like the style or they're just a contrarian. But, oh, Golbat. That's what I'm here for. But Dragapult's just... I don't know why they messed up its tail so much. Guys, you can watch music whilst eating. I don't think that's up to me. You do what you want while eating it. Golbat time. Ba-dum. See, I'm a real winner because TCG has never made me hate a single Pokemon ever. Right, we want 2 Golbat. 1 for Golbat and 1 for Crobat. And they are all that spawns on this floor, which speeds up my life massively. Alright, what we call Golbat 1? Is it just me or does this Golbat sprite look like it's missing arms? Fold. 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 Fold.
I don't let go when I chop down.
Gooey core? I don't think I like that being gooey core. Phobe. Phobe and Krobe? Oh yeah, they're a lovely family. Phobe, Krobe, and Zoot Suit. You know, I've been told before that I'd look good in a zoot suit. That's not true. Charizard can fuck off. Wait, is this a new Charizard that was upsetting you, or is this Look, I only know base set Charizard, okay? Bro, what is that guy over to the right? Frank, wait there, okay? Okay, Frank, you can come with again. But the TCG is like one of the main parts of Pokemon that I know very little about. Sometimes when we spin the wheel for Pokemon facts, Dee Dee's like, oh, I could give you a TCG fact about this Pokemon. You know, like, did you know that Pinsir had a card that was delicious? And they had to reprint it because it wasn't supposed to taste like fried salmon. And I just have to trust her. Okay, what does Dragapult do that is making everyone hate it? I don't play TCG, I know nothing about it. Fill me in here. Explained it to you? Yes, I remember that you explained it to me. I don't remember the explanation, but I do remember that you did do that, yes. Remember, I just really hated it. Had a shit ton of health and did so much damage, I had no chance to stay in for more than 2 turns. I do think it lost energy when it used the attack. Yeah, there was something about it. Didn't it have it had a retreat cost of 0 as well, because I remember pointing that out and being like, what is even the point? Right, Frank, right there. Making way too OP cards. Oh, they gotta keep updating the strength so that you don't feel like it's the same as it was. I don't. Given that cards go in and out of rotation, I don't truly understand why they feel the need to power creep things, but... Rumsday, only 151 TCG cards. Yeah, there was only one card for every Pokemon. We didn't have energy back then. We couldn't play shit. Items? Forget about them! Anyway, I wish that they would make older sets legal alongside the newer sets, because I think it would be really, really funny to see base set Mr. Mime dance all over everything in the modern day. Because nothing could hurt it. Nothing. Base set Mr. Mime is immune to your power creep. Base set Mr. Mime eats shit because of Badoo. What a sentence. So at first I believed her. I literally asked, doesn't it have no retreat or something? Well, not the move that, you know, Phalanx has, but... I didn't say- Yes! Yes! Welcome to the team, Krob. Right, I just limp to the exit. Oh, that went so smooth. Bum ba bum bum ba dum. Increase the count by 2. Now, I've been slowly gathering gummies in the storage, so I'm not too worried about that side of things. We are going to have a fair few friendship evolutions at the end. Krolb sounds like a type berry. It just sounds a bit like Colbur, yeah. Alright, that went really well, I think. Who wants to give me a Pokemon for us to go for next? Then I'll clear out whatever dungeon it's in. Pikachu? No, I have that. Actually, I don't. No, I have a Pichu and a Raichu. I don't have a Pikachu anymore. Yeah, alright, we could do Pikachu. Spider and Silk Song, so I vote Ariados. I have an enemy. I need you to befriend it for me. Let me see if Ariados will be a pain in the ass. Wait, do I have an Ariados? Wait, hold on, I might have an Ariados. I don't. Oh, the Spinarak. But you can get Spinarak that just evolves straight into Ariados. That's not super hard to do. Still, Pikachu was stated first, so we'll go with Pikachu, and then we'll deal with the Ariados times. Alright, Lightning Field. So... I do not have Mareep, Flaffy, or Ampharos. This is the best place to get all of them. Pikachu as well. Magnemite I have, but I need to evolve one, and I think this is the only way to get one that's not like level 2. Yep. So I need 2 Mareep, a Flaffy, Magnemite, Pikachu. I'm not keeping track of any of that. Pen. Yes, we have reached the pen portion of this playthrough. I'm sorry to say. Okay, Elekid? Need an Elekid? Presumably I need an Elekid. Well, I need 2 Elekid. Oh, they're near the end, actually. No, I have an Elekid. Do I have an Electabuzz? Yes. Oh, okay. So just those guys and Raikou then. Nice. Bam, 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 bam. Do you have... Get out of my head! I crave the sheep. The sheep are coming. Jermer. Like, Ash is torturing me. Wait, Elekid? No, Electrike? Wait, hold on. I just completely ignored Electrike on this list, by the way. I just zoned out of it even being there. I was like, yeah, fuck that guy. I don't know him. This is unfortunately the best place to get it. So I do need 2 Electrike as well. Bleh. 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 Who are we fucking? That's certainly one of the questions of all time. Who said anything about that? Yeah. What is the latest floor I can go to? They're all found so early. I can't go past floor 10 without having recruited something. Okay, we have 1 electric. What are we calling it? What up, Lottie in chat? Jam Jam! How is it jamming and or jamming? Lottie, in the Darkrai set, they had an item called Dark Bell, which confuses any non-darkness active Pokemon. Mr. Mime's invisible wall stops working if it's asleep, paralyzed, or confused. So like it wouldn't work, Lottie. Lottie. Lottie, this Pokemon for the base set would have a counter, Lottie. Chat, if I release a new video on YouTube tomorrow, will y'all watch it? Alright, this Magnemite will be Magneton? No? Okay. Sapphire, why do I pay you? Love Genny Lottie videos? Okay. Probably. Not good enough, Rob. Because I'm hot. No, that would imply a very different dynamic between us than the one that exists. Anyway, Magneton, name. Three of them? Video's almost in top 10. What? Oh, the Hidden Power one? It's almost in the top 10 videos on the Genny Lottie YouTube channel. I don't know if that's that big an accomplishment. How many videos are on this channel? $24. Okay, okay. 30? No, I don't count the shorts. Come on. Ash, I don't know if you've ever given, like, no offense here, but I don't know if you've ever given a good nickname. Like, no offense.
Buzz, 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 Magnemite.
Used condom is not a good nickname. I'm just trying to boost my ego. Boost your ego by getting back to work. Oh shit. Like, I think he did a good job, and I don't think views are everything on that front. Okay, well, I did need a second electric. So I guess we're not going to be seeing Raikou on this journey. I'm not going to turn any down. How's the recruiting going? I mean, there's a number, like, below my face. It's right there. Loggy. I'm not calling it Loggy. Loggy. Oh, you've convinced me. Okay, chat, hear me out. New channel rule. Your nicknames have to not be dog shit. Alright, increase the count by 1. I didn't subscribe to a streamer that enforced that. How do you enforce that? If enforced by ban, you will have no people watching. Robin, look, in the grand scheme of Twitch and, you know, indeed the universe, I already have no people watching. But aren't we having a great time? Ask me for terrible suggestions. So you have to sit and think about what you've done. I like the implication that you're not gonna ban them, you're gonna actually just, like, reach over and shoot Gooey in the head. Now, Dee Dee, Charlie Kirk wasn't shot in the head, was he? In the top 20% Twitch channels regularly getting these numbers. I thought I was in the top 1% regularly getting these numbers. Have I gone down? Now chat, this is a sheep. I expect you to give the sheep a good name because it's a sheep. We all love sheep in this house. Curly Whirly. I kind of fuck with that actually.
I'm fluffy and warm.
Pairs are going along the way. We need to recruit 2 Mareep, 1 will evolve into Flaffy, and then we need to recruit a Flaffy which will evolve into Ampharos. Because the wild Flaffy are level 30, so they're all ready to go. The problem for good nicknames for me is we have so many I can't remember them all. Well, that's the trick, right? Is that if you just, you know, spout bullshit every time, we probably don't have that. Was not a double sheep moment. Like, I can promise you, we do not have a Pokemon called Used Condom. No matter how much Ash keeps trying to make Used Condom happen. No, we have 2 electric, I don't need you. Use condom happens as like a way to say they're trying to get intimate. Now, Robin, I know that you're asexual and all, but if someone hit me up with, oh, can we make used condom happen tonight? It wouldn't excite me. Just personally, I don't think I'd go for it. Bro, what is this room? Hurly whirly. Hurly whirly. Big sheep? Alright, this is gonna be our Ampharos. What are we calling this one? Really? I'd fold if it was a girl? Dee Dee, I say this with no irony and no sarcasm and full offense. You are pathetic. Jasmine? I'll take Jasmine.
My body doesn't conduct electricity.
Oh, hey, Jolteon. Don't be a dick. Oh, bonus escape orb? Let's go. No, I have a plus. Do I have a plus? Yes, I have a plus. Something slaps them so hard they die. Right, but there's a difference between me doing it and them doing it to me, right? Like... Like, I deserve the world. Press 1 in chat if I deserve the world. Damn, nobody pressed it. I guess that means everyone hates me. Huh. Well, it's unfortunate, but... if that's the way it's gonna be. Stop. Let me tell you, I could really do with Raikou being a first-time recruitment sort of deal. Like, Entei joined up first time, you know? Stop! It's never the Pokemon you want that try and join you, you know? Does Lottie not deserve the world? No, you all agreed I don't. Anyway, you know full well that's not what I was saying. Stop angrily too. I'm sick of mining trying to join me. Oh, Ash, I had a disability assessment today. It was fun, I loved it. Spiders only Vane and I? Oh, well, everyone else hates me. That's the only logical conclusion. Now, there are Electrode here. There are not Voltorb here. Why am I mentioning this? Because Voltorb are in fact only found in Thunderwave Cave and in Wish Cave, and in both places they are level 3. There is no way to recruit an Electrode directly, so you do have to level up a Voltorb from level 3 to 30. I don't know what they were cooking with that, or why they thought that would be fun. But yeah, that's the thing you have to do. They could have just slapped Voltorb in here. They could have done it. Robin, is this why you asked me all that time ago if I had an Electrode yet? How did the assessment go? They asked me how many times I'd attempted to kill myself and what methods I had used. It was fun. Genuinely, when I got back home from it, my mum was like, "Oh, did you have fun?" It's like, no. Terry recruit too. I left off on the second one because I figured I'll be able to recruit a higher level one at some point. How wrong I was. Ow. I forgot how obnoxious post-game dungeons are with the traps. I seem to recall the traps are harshly toned down in terms of their frequency in the sequel, but I might be wrong. What's with the procession? An exploding trap right in front as soon as you got to a new floor. Genuinely, the traps, to be fair, they're even worse in the fields than they are in most other dungeons. Like, they're atrocious in the fields for some reason. Beasts just really don't like guests. I could believe it. That's true. Raiko never has to come through this place, right? He just lives at the bottom of it. Maybe that's why he lives here. It's like, oh, it was really rough getting to the bottom. I am not climbing back out. Oh, escape orb. Don't mind if I do. X elixir. Sure, I'll just drink it. F-Dun's technically not a BF. I noticed that after I said it, but I was hoping that no one was really watching, so I would get away with it. So I'm unsure how to feel at this present moment, because it means you're a true fan, but also it means someone noticed that I made a mistake on the internet, and it's a tricky one. No, I have a Tropius. Its name is N. It's not called Full Banan. Natural Harmonia Tropius, that's right. First me posting the same video of myself without a shirt twice. Oh, we've all accidentally done that before. I think I managed to silk the spider. Accidentally. And would you say that silking the spider is one of your life's greater accomplishments? Or is this just like a regular Wednesday for you? My greatest achievements of this one. Good answer. I mean, you've played more, you've done better with Silk Song than I have, you know? I do not need any Thunderstones, because you only need 2. And I literally already have a Jolteon and a Raichu, so I have 0 need for Thunderstones. So let's just get the fuck out of here. Right, Raikou. Be my bud. What a dick. Respect what? I went into the inventory. I'm really confused. I specifically went into the inventory right at the end there. What did I do? Did I swap one paid of X-ray specs for the other paid of X-ray specs? Like some sort of turnip? Alright, well, we're over the halfway point now. Happy to know I'm grinding the Dragon Quest mobile games while watching you today. Why would I be happy to know this? You had a full turnip. I think I swapped one X-ray specs for the other X-ray specs. Bro, I did as well. Thank you for the hydrate and stretch, Gooey Xylophone.
Gooey Xylophone.
Just like Dragon Quest, because I'm here and loving it. Because we're friends. Well, we are friends. Boy, oh boy. Jasmine. Damn, this place is almost done. already play Sky. I genuinely can't remember if I ever beat it. It's funny because the more I play this, the less I want to play this. So I get you. I think that might be for a different reason though. Even this Wednesday was getting shiny and Coldmon through the breeding mechanic, 1 in 4K, I wasn't even trying to do that. It was an EV moment where I got full out shiny before a perfect IV. But is it Berkey? Help my grandma move a futon. Does that count as a Wednesday achievement? Are you allowed to say that word? It could never be Bergy. I hate that Togepi so much. Jasmine is undergoing changes! What's a happy sheep? Oh my god, this is me! This is literally me on my way down to the fridge at 2 AM to look for snacks. Oh, this is me on my way to C20. He's doing the gesture. He does do it really well, doesn't he? I've trained 20 well. I can now ask him to do the gesture dance, and he just starts. It's wonderful. I don't know what the lightning mountain is. This one? Thunder Meadow. Okay, it is not almost done. I love Chimecho just like, hi, I belong here! So we still need a Flaffy, but I wonder what else goes here. I can't think of what electric type line I would be missing, so maybe it's something random. Okay, midstream VGC advice? May as well. It might be Sentra. I think you're right, actually. But then there's something else still. Because that'll only take me up to 10 out of 11. So there's a totally random freak there. Castform? Castform would actually make enough sense that I will let that one slide. If it is Castform. Go away. I do need another Mareep. Okay, we got another Mareep. Awesome stuff. Carly Whirly, Jasmine, and Clover. Sure, I'll take it. Like Clover from 999. I'm clovering it! I'm clovering it! That's what she said. flannel for the shirt Twen should wear. Now, Orpheus, this is where you and I disagree on something rather major, because I think Twen shouldn't wear a shirt at all. Pikachu is floor 6. Top plus 20. Opinion, however, could also be public indecency. It's not public indecency if we don't go outside. What fire type's about? I feel like that just means Metagross is fucked regardless of what you do. Oh, is this an Orpheus thing? Because I was sitting there like, did I say this? What context? I am but a Lottie. I'm glad nothing particularly bad happened because I did not mean to press in the diagonal direction, and I would have been bitter, but I also would have accepted that that was my fault. And by accepted, I do mean grumbled about it.
Half my HP is gone so soon.
I love a grumble. I'm glad. Because, I mean, what are my streams if not, like, just big old grumble sessions? You step on a landmine if you're a Pokemon. If you do so as a human, you most likely just die. No, there's a procedure for it. Do you know the procedure, Robin? If you step on a landmine, what you are supposed to do after that is jump about 30 feet into the air and spread yourself over a wide area. That's the strat. Okay. Chill. Pikachu is not rare on any of the floors it appears on. Okay. But jokes? Not just any jokes, Gooey. Stolen jokes. Double Carlos! Wow, being a Pikachu is so Shannon core. Oh, okay. Well. Alright. We have Carlos the Raichu. We have Sakame the Pichu. What are we calling Pikachu? Carlosita? I think if you implied to Shannon that was the feminine version of Carlos, they'd hit you. Bolsillo. What about Mucho? Because Mucho, that means a lot to Shannon. I'm gonna take my decongestant tablets because I've had a cold for about 2 weeks and I hate it. Mucho with the explanation with the exclamation point? Yeah, okay, sure.
Where? Oh my god, it's 20 yards.
Staying a Pikachu, Didi. Carlos is already a Raichu. Mucho. My boyfriend, Lottie's stunting on us all. Heaven forbid I like that guy. He's so big and manly and strong. How could I not?
My name is 20 Yards. I am big and manly and strong.
And thankfully exists, because otherwise you'd need to pleasure me yourself. I'm across the pond anyway. And that's the only thing stopping me. Snarf, snarf, snarf. I will say, if I don't get Raikou on this run, I'm not gonna keep running through Lightning Field over and over and over again right now to try and get Raikou. I think it makes more sense to have things like that be at the end of the list. I.e., bullshit. We're still halfway done. We are! We are only halfway done. Okay. Where's all my things? Okay. Poll. Anonymous poll. Because I'm curious. Because I don't feel like people are actually caring about this. And it's extremely tedious to not be hype. So I want to see if I've got the wrong idea, if it's just that this is better as, like, second monitor content type stuff. I do wish Twitch gave me more, characters for polls. Very relaxing to watch. I'm glad. It's, I don't want to say mind-numbing, but it's very calming, right? Well, it's just want to see of stars. It's not that. There'll be plenty of time for Sea of Stars regardless. I like talking at Lottie. Aww. It's not just that. So I understand where you're coming from. I would like to have done this, right? I think I might just be getting a little bit disheartened because I feel like people are losing interest And I simultaneously am like, God, I have 1,000,000 years left to go with this nonsense. I don't think there's anything more extreme than that. It's like a marriage, right? You marry your wife because you think she's great. You know, this is my high school sweetheart. I love her very much. She's awesome. And, you know, you like your wife. But then you get a job and the secretary, she's kind of hot. And you're like, damn, I wish I could fuck the secretary, but my wife would get upset. And then I'd have to get rid of my wife forever, right? And that'd be a problem, because you do like your wife, you do enjoy your wife. But you're not sure that any of your friends really like your wife. She doesn't fit in, you know, all of your friends come from work, and to be honest, they don't really like the secretary that much either. But the secretary has a really good plot and is a much more fun challenge. Do you know what I mean? Sharing a fantasy of yours? No, it got away from me a bit. That's why we do different games during the week. Anyway, I think every human being on Earth has fantasized about having an affair with a hot secretary. You know, that's not unique to me. Don't act like it is. Store's dog has a squeaky toy. Ugh. When I mentioned all the things I dislike about dogs, I didn't even get a chance to bring up the way that their horrible toys sound. Oh, it needs to be squeaky. It needs to keep him quiet. It does not keep him quiet, it makes him squeaky! What I'm getting from this is that you want to fuck my secretary. No, I want to fuck my secretary. But I want you to be okay with it? Look, the metaphor didn't really make any sense, okay? Actually, I think it might have been a simile. I think I said the word like at the start of it. Oh, happy dog be upon you. I hate it. I hate the squeaking noises, and they've got their horrible little all over the floor while they're running around, and they're squeak 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 slobbering everywhere, throwing things all over the place. Sounds like a horrible time. Honestly, sounds like an amazing time if you're the dog. I can't begrudge them that much. I get it, right? I would do all those things. What he often wants to be the dog. Yeah, sometimes 20's like, okay, well, roleplay. I'll be a white woman. Do all those things not beating the allegations? I was never trying to beat the allegations. I lost a long time ago. It's clear that I'm always just going to be seen as a dog. That's why I always bring peanut butter. Ogball mac and cheese. I do still want that. That, not specifically because it's in a dog bowl, before y'all get your yapping starting, but just because it looked so good. Like, if I could have it out with the dog bowl, that would be fantastic, you know? If I must have it in the dog bowl, so be it. Ooh, skateboard. I won't lie. I keep thinking about that dessert place. I went with 20. And I think the reason I keep thinking about it is that I haven't really been allowed. I was gonna say sweet foods, but it's more a case of like I haven't really been allowed joy. And that was just a big old plate of joy, right? And it was life-changing. Tropius is super dead. It had it coming. Visionary. Oops. You got this, Clover! Are you a lost cause? Shut up! I see your games. I see right through your bullshit. Oh, I need a Vibra Slap. I am not immune to Vibra Slap propaganda. I just want the P money. Is that Todo mentioned? Who is this Todo of which you speak? Fuck's sake. I got you, Mitchell! Yes and no, but I like Lottie having an even split. Makes sense. I didn't expect anyone to vote for no, because I figured the sort of people who would vote for no aren't here. But I wanted to make it a distinct option so that people knew that that was what, that was what no meant. So, I mean, I sure hope everyone here knows what no means. Fiber Slap's like 45 bucks, put that bitch on the throne. No. Because then I'd have a redeem to tap the Vibra Slap. And then Ash would be like, ha 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 ha! I laugh like Jimmy Carr. Because you do? Alright, hello there, it's me, Ashran. Ha 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 ha! actually offended. Look, I've never heard you laugh before, which says so much more about me than it does about you.
Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow. Meow, meow, meow.
What a dick. Alright, we'll be back for him later then. Okay, we can increase the count by 1. Look, we all have silly and unique laughs here in Lorryland. You tell Orpheus a joke and they hit you with the snarf, 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 snarf. Oh, I'm just a little sheep. Up on throne. Are you, Ash, is this your subtle way of telling me that if I put a Viberslap on throne that you would buy it? Viberslap might suggest a Flexitone. Not better than a Viberslap. Maybe when it's closer to my birthday. Have you been checking out the official Genny Lottie YouTube shorts? Clover is undergoing changes. Okay. We can increase the count one more time. 192. Why are there so many Pokémon? Hex, congratulations on the 5-stream streak. Greetings from wherever I am for vacation. Now, I understand that this might be you trying to hide your location so that, you know, you don't dox yourself. But I find it significantly funnier to imagine that you have literally no idea where you are. Bro's on the moon. Go and shower because I'll be proper stanking in a bit. Don't be funny till I'm back. Press 1 in chat if you'd like to smell gooey. Ba-ba-dum. I don't know where the fuck I am, but hey, it's a vacation. I mean, that's kind of the experience of using a warp seed, right? Look at all these escape orbs I got! Right, the next Pokemon I was suggested to get was Ariados. Let's go and have fun with the world of Spinarak. This is so much more fun than actually doing this, like, optimally. Okay, we're going to the Northern Range. Yeah, I'm good, Kipco. And we're going to the Northern Range for just Spinarak. Really? I mean, it's easy to remember. No, I don't have a Hoot Hoot because I evolved into Noctowl. Okay, so we want Hoot Hoot and we want 2 Spinarak. Awesome. Spooter time. Cold spiders. Press 1 in chat if you're spiders. Gooey loves spiders. Sometimes I send Gooey pictures of spiders and she goes,
I kiss the spiders.
in fact, if you have any pictures of really large spiders, you should DM them to Gooey right now. She'd love that. Northern Range. Ba-ba-da-da-da-da-da. Nice. But what if instead of being nice, I was naughty? Hoot hoot. Hoot hoot. The Welsh word for owl is great. It's goody hoo. I think that's peak. Not just your special defense, be careful. Rare nature joke. Owlmanous. I originally read it as a womaness, and I was like, why? Yeah, I'll take owlmanous. No, it's too late, Dee Dee. You've offended me. Christina Aguilera. Mods, kill Christina Aguilera. You know, as much as the kill a random woman that is like a great joke and all, I feel it will eventually be used against me in a court of law. Seriously, no, please don't actually do it. No, no, no. One day it actually... No, 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 no. I don't want it to happen. Robin, don't actually kill Christina Aguilera, okay? Robin? I wasn't going to, until you told me I couldn't. I'm gonna be real. I don't even know who Christina Aguilera is. Didi, why have you regressed from saying I love women to just saying your name? What happened to you? Stroke? I fully believe that she might be doing that at this very moment, yeah. I'll find you, Almanus. I'll find you. Dun 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 dun. Oh, hello. Oh, baby. See the 2 feet whenever it's in the air pose when walking. Oh my god, you've got a good eye. You have a good eye. Tell your friends. I don't know. Dee Dee. Dee Dee. Dee Dee. Dee Dee. Dee Dee. You are incomprehensible at best. The goal of humor, Dee Dee. The goal of humor, and of conversation in general, is for other people to understand you. And if other people don't understand you, do you know what I mean? Oh, I like how you can see the 2 feet whenever it's in the air pose when walking. To be honest, that wouldn't be far off of the anime names from recent times.
I got reincarnated as 20 yards.
Is there a better floor for Spinarak? They had a 1 in 5 chance. But they are more common on floor 8 onwards, where they're a 1 in 3 chance. Alright, I'm gonna go to floor 8 then. Ba-da-dum, bum, 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 bum. Is reincarnated as Satan in the world? Don't we have that one? We must have that one. I refuse to believe we don't have that one. Spinarak. Alright, chat, was our first Spinarak friend called? And will this be Spinarak, or will this be Ariados? Spooderman. Dee Dee said she went to see the new Spider-Man film the other day. And I was telling my stepdad about that, and he told me that's actually the one that was filmed in Glasgow. I remember them filming that like fucking ages ago, so I thought that one was years ago at this point, but no, that's the one that was filmed in Glasgow, so... I'm there. Spooderman. So we're going for Spooderman and vending, right?
of the weather guy spit.
Saw Glasgow in the credits. I'm proud of you, Dee Dee.
Yeah.
Spider-Man and Venom. Yeah, I think I have to go for Spider-Man and Venom. Well, we have our own legally distinct superheroes over here, okay? We got Spider-Man, we got Venom. Alright, let's get out of here. Oh yeah, I don't have Deoxys. That's gonna suck shit. We can increase the count by 2. But wait, there's more. I reincarnated as a Vaporeon. I'm gonna say I really love Kilowattrel. I'm sad to say, Robin, Kilowattrel's not in this one. It is in Explorers, though. Alright, here's the Ariados that I promised all that time ago. Oh, so I opened up, just before stream, I opened up my editing software. I need to increase the count, by the way. Almost forgot. I opened up my editing software, and it was like, oh, there's an update available. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, sure, I'll let you update so that you don't pester me about this update every time, right? That is like 90% of the reason I let anything update, is so that it doesn't piss me off whenever I try and open it in future. So I let it update. It takes like 10 minutes to go through, and then I try and open it, and it goes, oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, your driver. Oh, I would love to. Oh, I just can't open. Oh, your drivers. Oh my god, it's kind of embarrassing, but they're really outdated. Oh. So I had to look into how to update my fucking drivers, which I didn't know how to do. Update your drivers? Well, I've done it now. But I was pissed because then I had another update to do, and it's like, I literally just wanted to open it quickly so that I could check one thing before I started streaming. And I got called out for it. Like I was some sort of... I don't even know. What's your important driver should update for you? Well, you'd think, but you know. How would you spell the noise you just made? Does that help? No? Oh shit, okay. Right, chat. I'm gonna make a deal with y'all, okay? Okay. Handshake? Good. Right. I'm gonna go and pee. And you're gonna pick a Pokemon for me to get next on the recruitment list, okay? And then I'll go for that. Enjoy. You have, like, I don't know, 5 minutes or something. I don't know how long I take to pee. 2 seconds? I don't know. Right, chat. You failed to come to a consensus, which means you did not uphold your end of the deal. So I'm gonna go and put the P back in. Horrifying, thank you. I could go for Deoxys. We could try Deoxys. Try it like, say, 3 times. Give it a couple goes. Four times, 1 for each form. I regret a message immediately after saying it. I regret reading your messages immediately after reading them. Consensus of 1, Laurie should move in with Snorfy for tech support, but I want to move in with 20 for dick support. I mean... Bum, 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 bum. Okay, Meteor Cave. Yes, for crosswords. Look, Dee Dee, Gooey said I wasn't allowed to be funny until she got back, so I'm gonna just not be funny, okay? This is Gooey's fault.
Guys, xylophone.
Speaking of not being funny, there's new adverts for Tesco Whoosh for people not in the UK. Like, don't get me wrong, this will still be a completely comprehensible system. It's just Tesco Whoosh specifically is you phone up. You phone up Tesco. You go, hey, I want this, and they bring it to you ASAP, and that's why it's called Tesco Whoosh. You phone up a shop, you tell them what you want, they bring you it. I've never used it personally, but the adverts for it go crazy. They used to have ads that was like, you know, there was a guy out with a cowboy hat riding a bull. It's in-house grocery DoorDash, yeah. And then the guy answered the door and tipped his hat to him. There was just little things like that, right? They had cute adverts. But now they have adverts that are just like, why did the chicken come to your door? Because I brought you it. And then they hand the person the bag and walk away. And they're like, oh, this is a serious business. It's like, this is a serial killer business! At some point down the line, why are there serial killers? I'm talking about the Tesco Whoosh adverts, Leah. Leah, can you call Dee Dee a slur? I think it would make her happy. It's because they order chicken. No. No, I'm sorry, did you not get the part where they just tell like an anti-joke, but with a deadpan serial killer-esque expression to it, no? You heard that story and went, it's because they bought chicken. Right, are you kidding? I was right next to the stairs. Morrison's just sent me sorbet with their version of Whoosh, and it was very nice. I love sorbet. No one has given sorbet to Lottie friend. Mango sorbet? That's the kind I like! That's the one I like most! Once I was playing Super Mario 3D World. No, 3D Land. The one on the Wii U. During the summer holidays. And it was a glorious time. Because I was still gaming at like 3 AM. And I was just there like, you know, I could go for some ice cream. And then I realized specifically what I wanted was mango sorbet. So I would have been like 15? I don't know. Transfers new and they said, oh my god, that's where my long lost sister went. Well, I'm just glad that she didn't wallop you in the face for implying that, you know, she looked like me. Because that is a grievous insult. Yeah, so I went out at like 3 a.m. and I walked to the nearest Tesco, but I took a really long path because I'd never actually walked there before. And I was out for like an hour, and I was fucking terrified every time I saw a person. But I really needed that sorbet. I think this is a story we can all relate to. I never went shopping at 3 a.m. Okay, I think this is a story we can all relate to apart from Robin. We've all felt the desperate, crushing need before. For that 3 a.m. mango sorbet. Maybe the coconut. I cannot stop wanting coconut one time. I love coconut. I took a coconut into school once as a prop. We had to give a talk on something that was important to us, and I chose to give my talk on plants. I guess plants were important to me, and so I took a coconut in as my prop, as my talking piece. I showed it. I was like, "This is a coconut." You know, Larry, are you a fan of Sho Minamoto from Twiwi? Minamoto. I don't remember this person. I have read the LP archive, The World Ends With You. What's math things? I think I should read it again. I don't remember this guy at all. Wait, doesn't he? Didn't he just literally yell maths things though? Like he'll just be like fucking cube root in the middle of sentences. Hold on, I vaguely remember this. Yes, okay. Sokatoa. Yes, yes, I remember this. Look, mostly I remember that the lead girl from that game really needed to eat a sandwich. I will say, I stand by this being my favorite dungeon. Like, in the series. I wish I didn't have to replay it like 700 times. Technically, it is completely possible to get Deoxys your first time through. It's just obviously not going to happen to me. Certainly one of a kind. I think this is one of the coolest ways to do Deoxys. If not the coolest possible way. To do something alien and foreign. To just have it be the only thing that appears. But I do think Deoxys should have been a guaranteed recruitment. At the end. I don't think there's a need to redo this dungeon. It's not like, say Western Cave, right? There's good experience, or there's Pokemon that you can recruit there. There is nothing here. There's no items, there's no Pokemon, it's just Deoxys. There's no need for it to be so hard to recruit. IMO. I don't know, it's like every time I like something about this game, the game wants me to be sour on it. Because like I just said, I adore this dungeon. I think it's great. But if I have to do it like, you know, 5,000 times, I'm gonna resent it. I ordered some mango sorbet tomorrow to have with frozen mango chunks to keep cool with and leave Lottie mango mogged. I had to describe in detail my suicide attempt earlier today. And this is how you treat me. You mango mog me? You made us into justice. Feels like this Deoxys is high on being alive for the first time, more like it's just fleeing from you. I don't really dislike that behind it either, to be honest. Deoxys just being scared shitless does make sense. I never understood the phrase scared shitless. Does that mean that you've shit so much there's no more to go? Like, congratulations, you have outshitted yourself. You even have a Rayquaza to skate it with? Yes. Alright, see you later! Going after Deoxys? Nah, I just felt like a road trip. Shit yourself until no shit is left to shit with. Shannon Core. See, and this also takes away from it the fact I have to redo this dungeon, because every time I come in here, Deoxys is like, who am I? It's a lot of health. What an asshole. Or just gets wasted immediately after you leave. That was not good work. We got nothing done. That was boring work. Boring work. Traps only on floor 20 and they only affect enemy Deoxys. I'm planning that as soon as I leave, Deoxys steps on an explosive trap and goes, oh! Yeah? Oh, okay. I just wanted to check. Right, the Weedle line? Pissing me right off. How am I gonna have none of these goobers? To Mount Thunder we go. Are they in hell? No! No, they didn't like early game dungeons. Mount Thunder. Let's look at the list for Mount Thunder. Obviously we need 3 Weedle. I think we need a Nidoran male. I'm gonna check. We do need a Nidoran male. 3 Weedle, Nidoran male. Couple of Pidgeotto. Growlithe? Oh man. Nah, there's a lot. Hold on. We have Electric already. What about Cacnea? Is there anywhere better to get Cacnea? Because that's a miserably low level. Oh. Need 2 Cacnea. Pidgeotto. Is there anywhere to get Pidgeotto that's not level 11? Oh. Statler and Gligar, do I have them? I have Statler. I have Gligar. Okay, I do have them. Growlithe. I do not have Growlithe or Arcanine, so I do need 2 Growlithe. Growlithe! Oh, we're gonna be here for a while, huh? That's all though. That's all though. 10 Pokemon. 10. Rather than getting Pidgeot at level 1, get Pidgeot at level 11. Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure that's correct. Yep.
Holy meep, it's Kenny Lottie!
Holy meep to you too, Shannon Omineko. Wow, I am Shannon Omineko. That is who I am. Wow, I am Shannon Omineko. Oh my god, I am Shannon Omineko. Thank you for the hydrating stretch, Shannon Omineko. We were just talking about shitting yourself. Wow, that is Shannon core. Oh, Shannon! We have completed your family tree. Carlos the Raichu. Mucho, the Pikachu. And Sakame, the Pichu. Who did this? We did it as a group. Bro, how can this be the best place to get Cacnea? No, I have to double check that. That's nonsense. The fuck do you mean? Sorry, desert region really doesn't have Cacnea in it? It's got nose paths, but not Cacnea? It's got Shedinja despite the sandstorms? Are we for real? What's Hitmontop doing there? Oh yeah, can't have a desert without my boy Dusclops. Dusclops everywhere. You really cannot move for Dusclops. It's a mummy. Is it? Like, as soon as you said that, I was just there like, huh. But I've never... Something I had one at the time. Oh yeah, do you know what they had at the time that was really close to a cactus? Cacnea! Right, Okay, we need a name for the Nidoran. What are we calling this little Nido boy? A cactus isn't a mummy? Santa's not coming to your house this year. Pinky. So I asked 20 the other day when we were out and about together if Spider-Man had ever come to his birthday party, and he said no. Spider-Man has never shown up to 20's birthday party. Is it just me or is that sad? I'm not getting mango sorbet tomorrow because you're getting it right now. I see what you're up to because you're full of shit. Right, what are we calling this Weedle? Buying 2. 1 for me? Barbara.
Barbara.
Because I came to get it? The Riedel. The Riedel's gotta be the 3rd one.
That holds poisonous.
So true, Barbara. Any chance you level up, like, quickly? Cacnea! Let's check something real quick. Cacnea. Okay. Cacnea only has 27 entries, whereas Cacturn has 287 entries, of which 28 are tagged anal. Cacturn has more anal than Cacnea has porn. That's crazy. I was just thinking, like, Cacturn's vaguely human shape. Why does Zangoose have over 6,000? Run down the tags rabbit hole? A little bit. Furries, it's furries. Are you implying that only furries like anal? Oh, but... oh, I didn't put the extra specs back on. That's why I'm not seeing the Pokemon. So glad my master's in data science is going to good places. Look, I found it fascinating. Cacnea! Alright, what are we calling Cacnea? We're not calling it Urolacnea. We did that once. Lost. Lost. Right, okay. No, I see what you're doing with Anna, and I wouldn't have found it suspicious if you didn't previously type anal. But now I see what you're up to. Anna. Lost. Saguaro? Is that a type of cactus? Is that why he's called that? Who knew? Alright, let's get out of here. Nice one, Barbara! We're coming to get you, Barbara. Oh, Lottie. Sick black and white zombie movie reference. Oh, thanks. What else needs to be leveled up, but not that much? Probably just take Dagger and Snack. Oh, it's not here, it's in a pond. Noodle. Level 42. Odd. It was all about how Trini and Dragonair love ponds. Is this one of your sex things? Sure how it could be. Look, Gooey's not back yet. I can't be funny. On a dashboard for that data? Yes. The more like cool shit you can give me for that data, the better. Water, water, water. No, 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 no. Just spilled some milk, now I gotta die. Now, Shannon, you are a vegan. So I must ask, who did you get the milk from? I milked Oats. And Oats is like a farmer. It's all milk is cow's milk. I literally just asked Shannon what human being they got their milk from, but I think it's significantly funnier to imagine that I think all milk comes from women. But no, you do your weird bit. That was a great battle, Blastoise. I loved it. 20 years, formerly known as 20. Please do not milk 20.
I'm milking it. I'm milking it.
Gooey's back! Chat, we can be funny again! I miss 20. I haven't seen him since last month. I told him I wanted to arrange something else, and he said,
I'll see if I have time, but I'm meeting up with my actual girlfriend. I don't know if I'll have time for you.
I was like, oh, okay.
You're just the side hoe that pays for my meals.
Good job, Barbara. Good job, Barbara. "20 yards." Saying side hoe made me shiver. Good job, Barbara. Peppo, peppo, peppo. I really have to go all the way to Barbara's stupid friend area to make her the leader? Ugh. Saying I have no clue what I meant either. Robin, I don't know what I'm ever talking about. Does that help? I don't even know who I am. Remember dragons and pawns, a sexual thing? Oh, that's because Gooey wasn't here, so I wasn't allowed to be funny. Lottie, you are Lottie. Give me Lommy. So Gooey, when Leah was out earlier, she saw a person who she thought looked like me, and she showed them a picture of me. And she said, "Here, I think you look like this streamer." And she burst into tears. And ran away. What do you think it means? She says, what's the excuse? Oh, that I'm not funny. Thrust be God. Beedrill really is the bane of Pokemon. Lady Urbane is coming to Masters. You know, his name isn't a slur. Like, I don't like the guy, but he's not a world-ending ancient one. I'll treat it like it is. Can everyone in chat post sea lion emotes, please? I have one. Well, everyone has a sea lion emote. It came free with your fucking computer. Wait, what? I don't have one. Where are the animals? Where are the animals? What type of animal is this? What is that? I can't tell what that is. It's not seal, but I don't know what that is. What is that? What is that creature? I don't like that Urbane's kind of start as Chikorita. Chikorita is for the girls, the gays, and Urbane. Alright, what are we calling this Weedle? Spiny? I don't think that's what the word spiny means. Haunts. No, I'm pretty sure we already have a haunts. Simone? Screedle? Oh my god, I love Simone and Screedle. Shannon, stop horse posting! My horn's poisonous. Horn's poisonous. Just letting you know, doing my part. Hey, I don't know if you knew this about me. Name's Simone. Horn's poisonous. Yeah, I know. Horn's poisonous. You know, I shouldn't make fun of it because it is way better than Lombre's, like, I'd prefer it if it was night. Alright, second Cacnea. And last Cacnea, in fact. There was a name. Saguaro. No, it was not butt stuff. It was not butt stuff. I'm pretty sure butt stuff isn't real. I've said before, I heard just the worst thing from my parents once. I heard my mum say, and I have no idea what the context was, anal, like the beads. I've never asked. I will never ask. I will only pretend I did not hear it. I'm sure it probably had some innocent context. Maybe. Anal like the beads is kinda your motto? In what way is that my motto, horse boy? Anal like the beads. That was that song by Duran Duran, right? He always sings anal sex. No, it devolved to anal snacks at one point. It's never really recovered.
Anal snacks.
Anal snacks is the porn parody of Bug Snacks? No, that... For some reason, that reminded me of the comedy porn that guy put on that one time. For New Year when we were all asleep. I'd woken up with my leg pain. He was watching the funny tag on Pornhub. And the thing, it decided to... No, I can't even tell this story. What am I doing? I cannot tell this story. But needless to say, I was trying to pretend to be asleep. Because I'd woken up because I had my leg pain. But I burst out laughing. Which gave me away. What we call Pidgeotto, chat. What do you mean the funny tag? Look. There was a point when a rivet was fastened tightly into the hull of a ship, and the rivet was pulled away so that the hole into the hull of the ship was revealed, and the camera zoomed into this hole in the hull of the ship to go to the next scene, and I could not prevent myself from laughing at that. I could not. Give me an uncanny explanation. Poto homophobe da burb. What was the Pidgey called? Began with a B, right? It was a really cute name. Bincy, yeah, Bincy. I think Poto works with the Bincy naming scheme. That's a sentence. Okay. That is 2 new Pokemon. Like Orville, the Pidgey that flew so high that his wings froze over. That was Pidgey Island, right? Where they were like, oh yeah, we breed all these fucking fat little pigeons. Don't worry about why. Oh, fuck that, didn't I? 200. Would you like to visit? See, Pudgy in Spanish, they call them gorditos. Pidgey Island is what it's called in English. Fatty little fatsoms. Smown, are you ready to be a cocoon for the rest of your waking life? Is that Flyway? No, that's Energetic Forest. Which forest is that? No. Mistras? Yeah. So we have a Caterpie to go, a Weedle, all of Wurmple's bullshit. Maybe something like Venonat Venomoth, I believe. Fatty little fatsos. That's so fucked up. That's what 20 calls me sometimes. Boing 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 boing. Pretty sure your body doesn't know what fat is. 20 shows me pictures of supermodels and says, look, if you could just lose some weight like this girl, you could be pretty one day. And I don't want to let him down. Smown is a forever cocoon. It's kind of fucked up, right? Okay, we need 1 Weedle, 1 Pidgeotto, and 2 Growlithe. Oh! And we can actually get all of them on this journey. Won't that be exciting? Smown is a soup. Okay, I don't know if I would be so generous as to refer to the inside of a cocoon as soup. Mush? Sure. A pulp, perhaps. Soup? Hello. Hello, AWOL. Have you been enjoying Scotland? I don't know, excuse for Lottie. Oh! Oh! It's because you're vegan? I don't like the implication that everyone but me thinks that indeed cocoons should be classed as a soup. Stop horse posting. Zoomies. Oh, I do zoomies sometimes. Sometimes I get really like happy and excited and like I start like, you know, I just get really energetic and 20 tells me to just like shut the fuck up. The rain returned? Yeah, it was raining all day.
Speak when spoken to.
Fan tells you that small girls should be seen and not heard. I accidentally snored once in my sleep, and he slapped me awake and told me to never dare do that again. Weedle. You know, I'm really glad none of these stories are true. Must be I took my meds because I almost jumped from a window. Oh yeah, Shannon, I had a thing today. I had a disability. I said, do you have some? I want a vibra slap. I had a disability assessment where they checked if I was making up my depression or not. Do they have those in Spain? Have you ever had to do those? Have you ever gotten to question people and be like, no, I think you are making it up. How'd it go in the end? Apparently they'll let me know in 8 weeks. I don't know. This doesn't sound particularly Shannon core. It was fun though, they asked me if I had any friends. I asked if that was a normal part of the questioning and she looked me in the eyes and just said that no, I just look like a friendless loser. I mean, she pegged me, but... Pidgeotto! Okay, it was Bincy. How have I already forgotten? Potto. Right. Chat. Pegged has 2 different definitions. Robin, are you implying Bincy, Vincy, and Potto? No, it can't end in an O. It has to end in an A, I think. Paying extra. I think it'd be cute. Alright, if you think it'd be cute, who am I to stand against you?
I'll drop foes with my sharp claws. Can I bump with my trunk? The strength in my jaws is tops in the world.
Okay, I just need another Weedle. And this is the last floor Weedle can be found on. Oh, hello. Do you want to make my life real easy? Okay. Alright, what was the other name earlier? It was given with Smown. I thought it was really cute. Smown and Screedle!
Screedle! Screedle!
Horn's poisonous. Sometimes 20 puts cigarettes out on my arm. Man, the distinction between no and oh, I wish that was me. Okay, I'm off to bed. Without me? Well, hey, you're only here for like 5 seconds. Did you bring home a date? From the event? In stream and join me? No, you live in like England or something. One of those ones down south. Now, good night, Leah. Playing with fire there, Screedle. I miss Leah. She was really cool. She said things like, hello everyone, it's me, Leah. I fly planes. It was awesome. You just don't know what you have until it's gone, eh? I miss Leah. She said, you look just like the streamer I'm friends with. I fly planes, by the way. I'm Leah. Wow, I fly planes. It's Leah, she said. Vane, shut the fuck up. She does go off on one on that guy sometimes. She DM'd me once, actually. She DM'd me once and she said, hello, hi, I'm Leah. I fly planes. And that was when I knew. That was when I knew that she flew planes. Alright, Gooey's back, so I have no excuse now. Can I be real? My excuse is actually I am very mentally drained from that meeting earlier. I was like having a panic attack in the waiting room. The whole thing was stressing me out massively. To be honest, I've kind of been wanting to end this stream since it was only like an hour and a half in. But I figured powering through would help.
Growl. Growl. Ah!
Mount Thunder. Nope, Growlithe has a good percentage. It is actually a better percentage on the next floor. So I should go there. Ba-da-da. Ba-da-da. Oh no, you're so hungry. You're so very hungry. Are you sure 200? Almost there. Am I right, gamers? Oh, fuck. Didn't see. Got you, Vinci. Oh. Point 200 the same stream, that's pretty neat. I mean, we do actually get a decent amount per stream. I feel like the trouble is there's no little vignettes anymore to carry us over, right? Like, the closest thing we have is whatever bullshit is going on with, Deoxys. Growlithe. Puppy! Alright, chat, what we calling Growlithe? Roar! Clifford. Now that... What's that thing Dee Dee always says? That's a big ball... That's the big ball reference. I'll protect my master! Roar! You see that the Growlithe doesn't learn Growl at low levels? That's because it doesn't learn Growl at all! You don't know Clifford the Big Red Dog? I obviously know Clifford the Big Red Dog, because that's why I said that's why it's that's what Dee Dee calls a big ball, a ball. What's the phrase? Okay, we can increase the count by 2 more. We're getting there. Nobody tell her. Somebody tell her. Alright, what are we calling this puppy? Hi, Oopie. Because the only names suggested were Clifford and Lottie, and I'm not calling it Lottie. I'm already called Lottie. Loggy. Chat. Didi, you talked me into calling a Pokemon Loggy earlier this stream. Is that how short your memory span is? You've already forgotten that you did that? Is that how little any of this matters to you? Plumpy! Let me search a PDF properly. Ooh. Oh, what are you using? Adobe? Adobe Acrobat? Did they kill that one? Hi, Oopie. Adobe Acrobat. See, I know ball I know ball reference. I know ball. I don't. What is the phrase? Oh, chat. This might anger the autistic among you, I'm not too sure. But if you notice, my background is different. This is because after tidying my room, my family was kind enough to give me an old, a new quilt and a new duvet cover. An old duvet cover, but a new quilt. Because the old one was so dusty. At least that's the theory for why I kept sneezing. So gone are the days of the vague rainbow patterns, and in are the days of moose, because of course it's moose. So yeah, my bed has moose on it now. Moose bed. Alright, time to evolve Clifford. That was good work today. I should get some rest. Honestly, that was good work, and I think after I evolve Clifford, I'm going to call it there. I'm sorry to have an early end, but you know how it be. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, bum. Also, it's like free content, you know. Who are you gonna complain to? Ethics board? Doubt it. You don't know me. It's not the type of early end you get interrogated about. What's that meant to mean? I will complain to 20. 20 should really have been here hugging away at me. This is, when you think about it, his fault. Look how filled up this place is! Oh, maybe that's what we should do! Wait, maybe that would be more fun. Should I focus on filling up friend areas? Ooh, what am I missing in the Scorched Plains? No, we're not gonna focus on that. No, we're not gonna. No. Never mind. It was a stupid suggestion. I think I can't be asking how you wanted to die. Yeah. They asked me my methods of self-harm as well back when I was a teenager. It's like, I mean, I'll tell you if you like. Do you want tips? Oh. Chat, can I be honest? Can I be so real? Wait, hold on. Arcanine doesn't have an idle animation? Is this the only Pokemon apart from Vaporeon we've seen that doesn't have an idle animation? Holy shit. Anyway, increase the count. Anyway, can I be honest? Am I in a safe spot? Awesome. I don't like Arcanine. I don't like it. I don't think it looks interesting. I don't think it looks good. Growlithe, cute little puppy. I'll give it that. It's not one of my favorites, but it is a cute little puppy. Arcanine? It's a dog, makes sense, you know? No, because I can like fictional dogs. I can like fictional dogs. I love Dashbone. Looks like a little man. Oh no, I see it! Oh no, I see it! I see it! Oh no, 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 no! Oh no, this looks even more like a little man. Oh no! I really like big Pokemon. Well, let's see how big Arcanine is, according to artists. 11,000 results. That puts Arcanine just barely out of the top 10. Above Cinderace, but below Braixen and Charizard. Why do people want to fuck fire types so much? What's that about? Just in general, who wants to fuck Charizard? I mean, I like that guy, but it's a big lizard. What do you see? It's not even that big a lizard. He's a short king. Charizard's only like 4'10" or something. Charizard's fucking tiny. They're hot. Okay, okay, okay. Can I say the funniest part of that project? Did you make up all the numbers? Charizard's shorter than Lottie. I'm pretty sure it is, yeah. Well, actually, it definitely is. Let me see Charizard's height. Definitely short. Oh! No, Charizard's 5'7". Oh, it's Nidoking that's short as fuck, innit? Sorry, Charizard, you're getting flack. Yeah, Nidoking's 4'7". Charizard's first tag was like big balls. That tag just kept showing up as the only thing on screen. Big balls. So Charizard is actually the same height roughly as Lottie. Maybe a little bit taller. So hold on, is Nidoqueen even shorter? Because, you know, women must be smaller. Or is Nidoqueen, like, big? No, she's 4'3". I think that's about the height Gooey is. Well, I would say, personally, that we made good progress today. We went from... 182 to 203. 21 entries? That's really good. IMO. So yeah, I'm gonna call it there. I'm gonna go and cry myself to sleep or something. I don't know.